We live in a world that sells us a very specific idea of freedom. The world tells you that to be free, you must have no limits, no rules, and no boundaries. That you should be able to go anywhere, do whatever, and be anything. And if anyone tells you no or stop or don't do this or that, we feel oppressed and restricted. But I want to challenge this idea today. I want to offer you a different image of freedom, one that comes directly from our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Abu Sa'id al-Khudri radiallahu anh narrates a hadith for us that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "مثل المؤمن ومثل الإيمان كمثل الفرس في أخيته." The example of the believer and faith is that of a horse in its stable. يجول ثم يرجع إلى أخيته. It roams about and then returns to its stable. I want you to imagine this hadith like this. Think of a vast green pasture, and in the center of that pasture, there is a stake, a strong wooden post driven deep into the ground. Now imagine there is a rope tied to that stake, and the other end of the rope is tied to the neck of a horse. Let's say that rope is 100 meters long. This means the horse has a circle with a radius of 100 meters. The horse is completely free inside that circle. It can go anywhere. It can graze from wherever. It can play, rest, or sleep, all within that circle of 100-meter radius. This horse cannot go to 101 meters. The moment it hits the 100-meter mark, the rope tightens and the horse stops. This is the life of a Muslim in this world, in which the stake in the center is the belief of a Muslim in Allah, in His Messenger, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and in His book, the glorious Quran. And the horse is the believer himself, and that rope is the deen of Allah that creates a circle for a Muslim to live his life within. Everything within that circle is allowed, permissible, or in other words, halal. And anything outside this circle is prohibited, forbidden, or in other words, haram. This circle of halal is massive, it's huge. You can drink whatever you want, but consuming alcohol is haram. You can eat whatever you want, but eating pork is haram. But we have a human problem. We often ignore the 100 meter of green grass that we have, and we stare obsessively at the 1 meter we don't have. Why do we do that? Why does the horse strain against the rope, trying to reach that patch of grass at 101 meter? We look at the boundary and we say, why God is restricting me? Why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? Why is this forbidden? But here is the reality of the landscape. The Creator knows the terrain better than the horse. The Creator knows that at 101 meter, the ground turns to quicksand. He knows that at 105 meters, there are wolves. He knows that at 110 meters, there is a cliff edge that you cannot see from where you are standing right now. The rope isn't there to choke the horse. The rope is there to keep the horse from falling off the cliff. In the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala referred to these limits as hududullah, the boundaries of Allah. And interestingly, when Allah mentions these boundaries, He don't usually say, don't break them. He says, tilka hududullahi fala taqrabuha. These are the limits set by Allah. Do not approach them. Do not go close to them. Why? Because a horse without restraints running full speed close to the boundary can fall off the cliff. But if the horse grazes peacefully close to the center, it will always be safe and secure. So the question we have to ask ourselves today is, how do we view these boundaries of Allah? How do you view your Islam, your prayers, your dietary restrictions, your dress code? How do you view them? Do you view them as chains that are keeping you from being happy? Or do you view them as the radius of your safety? True freedom isn't about having no ropes. True freedom is knowing exactly where the safe zone is and enjoying every single inch of it. The life of a Muslim is defined by the circle drawn by the Creator Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We don't need to look beyond this circle. Everything you need for your happiness, your contentment, your salvation is right here inside the circle drawn by Allah Himself. Stay within the boundaries of Allah. Stay close to the center, close to the stake, and you will find peace and feel safe and protected.